Okay, hi, this is Lusky, How to Make Money Online, episode 2. We're going to look at royalty-free sound creating, uploading, loops, sound effects. Okay, here we are, back at iStock. They do a great royalty-free sound section. There are others, obviously. There's another example here, Audio Micro. Again, I'm exclusive to iStock in the audio section, so I can't upload anywhere else with regard to just audio in the royalty-free domain. I can actually upload audio to things like iTunes and SoundCloud, Bandcamp, and sell them as restricted managed sound, but with regard to royalty-free sound, I'm exclusive to iStock. So we'll get rid of that, and I'm just going to show you now a piece of software called Reason. It's up to Reason 6. You can download a demo here, and it's time restricted, so obviously you've only got, I think it's 20 minutes to come up with loops to process sound effects. But again, as always, if you did create something in Reason, say a drum beat, and you wanted to upload that to iStock, you could route the sound out of the laptop back in again into something like Audition from Adobe. Again, you can download the evaluation copy and you get a month. Pretty much every feature there. That's one way around it. Again, not going to sanction downloading software illegally. I have a license to Reason 6. I've had a license since Reason 3. And as you can hear, here's some of me music, sound effects. Let's just have a listen to something here which is quite, check out. Recorded on a handheld recorder and then uploaded to iStock. 18 people have downloaded it. It's made $10. Some things make more money than others, as you can see.
iStock Audio. iStock Audio. iStock Audio.
And various loops, various sound effects, and various soundscapes. Right, let's get on with it. This is Reason. It's a basic document. It looks a bit complicated. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube getting into Reason, basics. We've just opened a very basic. This is a basic document, and by using F5, F6 and F7 I can go between these three sections. So the top one is the mixing desk. There's nothing in there at the moment. The middle one is the rack where you load your synthesizers. Nothing in there yet. And the F7 button, which for some reason has stopped working. So look for the sequencer. There's the sequencer there. So we're going to load up a quick synthesizer and a drum machine, and that's all we're going to do. We're just going to do a bass line and a drum machine. Instruments, I'm just right clicking here, instrument, Thor, which is a synthesizer. If we hit a key here, you can hear a synthesizer. You can change the sounds. There's loads of, in the Reason Factory Sound Bank, we can go through all the different synthesizers and drum machines, but for our purposes today we're just going to load in a quick bass, something really simple called Compress Me. These are all bass sounds. You can hear that. And we're going to need a drum machine as well. So again, instruments, thing called Kong Drum Designer. There are other drum machines and drum designers in this software, but this is the one we're going to concentrate on with today. Don't really like that drum kit. So what we're going to do is we're going to load in something a little bit more Beastie Boys. I have a refill, what's called a refill here. So I'm going to go into Kong 808 and the Kong drum patches. We can load in separate, so we can load in entire drum machines. This one's an 808, classic 808. There we go. Can't get that sequencer properly for some reason. So anyway, we'll just put in a quick drum beat here. We're using the pencil tool here to draw. This bar. I've just double clicked on it, and I'm just now going to put in a a basic drum beat. Remember, this isn't really a tutorial on Reason, it's just a tutorial on how to monetize your sound and audio. Okay, here we go. See what that sounds like. Okay, cool, that's what we want. We want something a bit different. Anything that's got a little bit of an edge to it is always good on sites where you're trying to make a little bit of cash. We can select all of this and we can take that along to 3 now. We know basically how the pattern's going to go. And this here is the basic drum beat. That was just the metronome there switched off. So let's put in a hi-hat and by simply clicking on Controller Option, depending on whether you're using a Mac or a PC, you can drag these along like this, and we could do it again there. We just select all them and again Control Option. Right, there we go. Very simple, easy drum beat. And we're going to do the same with the bass. We're going to give this a bass line. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but something like iStock, they'll ask you what key signature you're making music in, and everyone goes, oh, key signatures, how do I name key signatures? Well, there's a simple way of doing it. If you really want to just remain within the jurisdiction of getting things right, and they will knock things back on things like iStock, so it's best to try and get the key signature right. Now, the easiest way to do it is to just stick with the white keys. If you stick with the white keys, I know that sounds really terrible, but the white keys are either A minor or C major. Now you're going to say, well, how do I know what's what? The best thumb rule is, if it sounds sad, it's A minor. If it sounds happy, it's C major. That isn't always the case, obviously, but that's the best way to go if you don't know anything about music. So here we go, we're just going to hit the C here. This is a white key. Maybe it's a bit lower, so we're going to go down. And we're just going to put in a very basic bass line here, just adding some notes. Let's stop that and play it back. And then again, very basic. Let's try that. So there we go, it's a classic. Alright, back to the start, let's play that again. And I've got the loop switched on here, so it's looping. Right, that's basically it. We've got a loop there now. Now I'm going to go to the mixing desk and I'm going to have a look at it, because you can see here, if this jumps out of there, watch what happens. That is called audio clipping. You can hear it's distorting, and that's not where you want to go. So Control Z, reset, and we can see it's just within clipping. Now that's fine, we can leave it at that if we want, but if we want, we can do something a bit. This is the default mastering suite. It's good, leave it there if you want. You can hit EQ, boost on, you can do different things with that. There's a compressor which I've got switched on here. You don't have to have that switched on, but it's switched on. You can see it's doing a little bit of compression then. And if you don't understand compression, I'd advise you go on to YouTube again and look into it, because compression is excellent. It's an amazing little tool to have when it comes to sound. But for these purposes, I'm just going to say I've switched it on there, and I've left the default mastering suite, which comes with Reason when you load up a new document. You can switch this if you want to something like Brick Wall, high band spread mastering. Now it doesn't sound that much different now. It's just like you see, it's already clipped there, so I'm switching the soft clip on, soft clip amount, and I'm gonna, and you can hear it's kind of pulsing a bit there. And this one we're going to just give it a bit more stereo width, and you can see this sort of spread X over. It's a little bit more of it's a crisper sound there you're getting, and again, we're not clipping at all here. We're right at the top here, right within the boundaries. So that's it. That's pretty much it. We've done it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to output that loop, export loop as audio file, just onto the desktop. We're going to call it classic, and we're going to just say save. Export settings. Remember, this isn't about Reason. This is just about monetizing, making money from royalty-free websites. So now that's output. There we go. Classic WAV. It has to be over 5 seconds long. Now I'm not sure if we're at 5 seconds long, it will get knocked back if it isn't over 5 seconds long. If you want it to be over 5 seconds and it isn't, and you think, well, you know, I just want that small beat, you could replicate it again by holding Control and extending the loop, and then this will guarantee it's over 5 seconds. 16 seconds there. Now we can see here at the bottom of the screen, it's 8 seconds here on the first loop, so it's over 5 seconds. That'll be acceptable. Classic wave. The tempo, we're going to need the tempo. It's 120, and it's within clipping range. All the rest of it, again, you're going to need to go onto lynda.com to check out some of their tutorials, or just go to YouTube and you can learn about Reason more there. There are tutorials on the Propellerhead website as well, and again, you're gonna need to do some education, self-education, and on the Adobe if you're going to go down that route. Anyway, back to my account in iStock, contributor tools, upload, and we're just going to do the same thing as we did with the image in episode 1. We're just going to upload that loop. I'll get rid of these now. And this time we're doing audio, so we just upload uncompressed wave. There it is, classic, open. And then here we go, we just hit proceed. And there we go. We get to this screen. It's the same process as the image we uploaded in the last. You will need a talent release, so on this one you have to sign a talent release. They again are downloadable from here. You can get all of your talent releases from iStock Photo. You will need a talent release for sound. All sound has to have a release form, but you can fill that out yourself. Get your friend, get your family, get somebody you know to sanction it. They just sign it, and that's just to say that you are the composer, you are the publisher, and you are the copyright holder of that particular sound. Don't go uploading loops that belong to other people. Don't go uploading sound effects that belong to other people, because obviously, you know, that's going to get you into trouble, and it's probably going to get you banned from the site. So it's best if you just stick to your own sound effects. Again, title, description, and then you'll need to put in musical composition. Remember the tempo which you used. The key, again, we said it was C major or A minor, white keys. That was quite an upbeat, happy, classic sort of progression, so we're going to go C major. Time signature was 4/4. It's always defaults to 4/4 in Reason anyway. If it was a sound effect, you wouldn't have musical composition clicked. And then again, once you've filled everything out, it's a case of just adding keywords, your detail category, the genre, or is it a sound effect, non-musical sound, so it could be, you know, animals, appliances, but classroom, whatever, you know, emergency, fantasy, film effects, fire and explosions. There's lots of stuff in there. And again, proceed, jumps into a queue, and it will be inspected by an editor, vetted, and then hopefully accepted. And then hopefully, if we go down again back to my little portfolio here, you can see these ones are live and they are monetized, and they have actually been making royalties. This is the royalty which I've personally made from those sound effects. So yeah, it's definitely worth a look. I hope that inspires you to get involved with sound in some way, and I hope to hear your efforts soon. Cheers.